Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic, and welcome back to the channel. And today, if you guys, this is another podcast. However, today I am not with Echo Killshot. I'm with another one of my YouTube buddies, Recon Trooper.
Hey there, folks. Recon Trooper here. And that's all I have to say for an intro.
That's right. It's pretty good. Pretty good. So, I have a few topics here that I just kind of wanted to discuss. But before we get into that, if you're new to my channel, and you just want to see more podcasts from anyone, make sure to like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe to both my channel and Recon Trooper. I'll have his channel description or channel link in the description. So let's start off with, I guess,
just so you know, people.
Well, you'll get popular from this video.
I'm like Falcon compared to Captain America.
Yeah. We'll get you up there, don't worry. So, the first topic I have is video games, redundantly. So, you were talking about Lego Marvel, and I guess we'll start with that. Because we really don't know what the next Lego game is after Skywalker Saga. And I want it to be something like Lego Indiana Jones, but a Lego Marvel game, maybe from whatever's after Age of Ultron to maybe Endgame, that'd be kind of neat. But what's your story on the Lego Marvel games?
Well, I downloaded the, what's it called, the collection thing, last week.
Oh, yeah.
And it's basically, the 3 Marvel films in one purchase. Or Lego Marvel games in one purchase. I don't know why I said films.
Uh-huh.
I was watching Marvel films, too, earlier, so I'm still in film mode.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, I downloaded them, and this is my third time 100%ing Lego Marvel 1. And
wow.
I gotta say, in any Lego game, not even just Lego Marvel, the thing I despise the most are the darn races. Whether it's against the clock or it's against an AI opponent, I really hate them, because against the clock, it really doesn't seem like you have a very fair time limit to get to the gates, especially when, sometimes the controls are a little giddy and you end up jumping like two inches away from the gate that you're supposed to go through, and then you have to turn around and you've already blown like 5 seconds trying to do that.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's when you're racing AI characters, like on Lego Marvel, you have to beat Maria Hill twice in 2 separate races. And I hate that when you start moving a vehicle, it takes at least 3 seconds to get to full speed, but they kind of are at full speed immediately, and it's really... You have to kind of nudge into Maria Hill to get her to get in front of her right at the start, because once she's gone, there's no mistakes they can make, because it's on a...
Oh, yeah, exactly.
It's on a holographic racetrack where there's no citizen vehicles that she can crash into instead. So you have to really, and the
you
vehicle,
got a rammer.
Yeah, you have to just as after the 1 second, you have to move sideways into her to get in front of her. And sometimes, because she's going at the same time, she'll push you and you'll spin and do kind of like a 180, and then your back will be facing, kind of thing. So I really hate races,
well, I remember...
but I like the games overall. I mean, I like, you've seen comments on your videos that I've made in the past where I've said that I like Lego Batman 2, where there's goons that show up everywhere you go, like they just spawn out of the ground, and I really wish they did that with Lego Marvel. It would make it so that you're not just running around smashing stuff as any character you want. You actually have enemies to fight still. You don't have to go into levels. You don't have to... in Lego Marvel, there's the raft. That's kind of the only place that you can fight goons. Just in the open
enemies,
world.
yeah.
And they'll
spawn there for sure.
Yeah, but they only last so long, and then they stop. Mm-hmm. And you have to go at least to where the dock is, like where Manhattan is, and then you have to go all the way over there and then swim all the way back or fly to the raft to get them to spawn again. And
yeah,
but I do like it. It's not
Yeah. No, it's an interesting thing because there's a lot of video games that I've played specifically,
Lego
not
Star
just
Wars
Lego,
hasn't
but
done
yet
that.
no. I mean, I think the only Lego games that have really like done enemies besides like Batman 2 is like I guess DC supervillains with the police, and then Lego Marvel's Avengers and Lego Marvel 2 had like the random crime thing.
Yeah, I haven't played. I'm gonna play Lego Avengers at some point. I really need to take a break because all that frustration, and not to mention it crashed a couple of times on me.
What
Usually
console
when
do you play on?
this was on my Xbox One, and
That's strange.
but
You never.
it mainly
I mean,
crashed for some reason when I was driving a vehicle, whereas on my 360, every time I just ran down Manhattan as anybody, like it could be, especially a big fig, it would just the sound would cut out and it would freeze, and then I'd have to turn the darn thing off. At least with the Xbox One, I can go to the home page when it does that.
yeah, that's true. That's
But
true. I
it's
hated that, dude.
annoying.
I had Lego Marvel. I had Lego Marvel 1 on 360 first, right? And I played it, and then I was like 90% done, and all of a sudden the game crashed. And then when I re-went to the game, it for some reason said that everything, like my save file was corrupted, and that
Oh,
happened twice on 360.
well, I haven't had that yet, but I'm done it
I
now.
hope you don't have it because it sucks.
I'm done it now, though. So I've gotten 100%. I've got everything found. I tried to make sure that I also got all the achievements on it, because that's the one thing I am about Lego games, especially given that so far there's been no online co-op since Lego uh, Complete Saga that I've played, I should say, because I think Harry Potter had it, but yeah.
And I think Worlds.
Oh, Worlds.
Yeah, Lego Worlds had I think 2-player online co-op.
Oh, yeah, but because they don't have online co-op, I can get all the achievements on my own. I don't. There's no, get through play an entire level with someone and then in brackets online.
Yeah, that's just a big. Oh yeah, by the way, that's a big middle finger for sure.
I mean, I know a lot of people like
But
online. They live their lives online, but I'm not
mhm.
one of those people. I'll go online if I absolutely have to like on Black Ops 2. I had to do that to get gold camos for all the weapons that I have unlocked, or that I got, that I wanted to get gold for. I haven't gotten everything for all the weapons because I'm not desperate for that, but there's specific ones I wanted. So,
Mhm.
and I had to go online and, die more times than I could breathe, but
Yeah. Yeah, I know the feeling, man. Trust me. Every time I get a kill online, I swear to God, it's like I'm the hero of the day, and then I die 5 seconds later.
yeah. Like, I like playing hardcore because
But
you can get kills easier, but of course you get killed easier too, so it's a double-edged sword.
yeah,
But it's nice to at
yeah,
least get a kill without having to shoot a guy with half the clip, instead of just shoot him once in the head usually and he's dead, instead of 3
yeah.
times.
Right.
So, but yeah, I actually haven't been playing video games for quite a while. I didn't finish Lego Star Wars yet. I don't know. I haven't had the screen flicker, and I actually don't even know what that looks like that you've been talking about, but
Yeah.
I don't know. After a while, I got bored of it, I guess, even though I wasn't finished it, and so
Okay.
I've still got like half of the game to get through, like all the Kyber bricks, and there's characters galore. But
Yeah, I think
I'll get
they're gonna
back
make
to
an
it, I'm
update
sure.
soon, but
I'm sure I'll get back
yeah,
to
it's
it
good.
at some point, but I just
Yeah.
needed to take a break, and I took a long break from video games. Like, this month is probably the first time. Well, no, last month was the first time I actually played some more, and that was just to play Black Ops 2, just to do something for a change.
Yeah.
But mostly actually last month I was watching Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, took you a whole month to watch 3 movies?
What can I say? They're addicting.
That is true. And did you
Just
know
like,
that Kung Fu Panda 4 is coming out next in 2024?
oh, when was that announced?
Just yesterday.
Oh, really? Is that?
Yeah, Kung Fu Panda 4, I think, I don't know when, but it's coming in 2024, yeah.
Oh, oh. Well,
So there
I
you go.
have.
There's another movie to watch.
Yeah, maybe if they don't go down the path that I dare not say currently, because this isn't about that. But
Yeah, yeah. I think everyone knows that word, but I guess that's the next topic, DreamWorks, because I actually just posted a little community thing about Rise of the Guardians, which is that movie about Santa and North and the Easter Bunny and all that, Jack Frost.
that's with
That's one of
the
my favorite.
owls, right? That's with the
No, see,
owls.
I think that one's just called The Guardians. Rise of the
Oh,
Guardians is the animated DreamWorks movie with like Jack Frost and Santa, the Tooth Fairy.
oh. Well, then I don't know about that. I saw your thing.
Okay.
Saw your thing saying Rise of the Guardians, and I immediately jumped to the owl one that's called Guardians, and they have to fight an evil guy called Metalbeak. And that's all I.
Middle Beak.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
called.
I've never seen that one, but well, Rise of the Guardians is one of my favorite movies of all time, and that we never got a sequel.
Oh.
But they announced Kung Fu Panda 4. We got 3 How to Train Your Dragon movies, and then I think they're rebooting Shrek. But I mean, what besides Kung Fu Panda, do you have any favorite DreamWorks movies? Because I feel like DreamWorks has always been that animation studio that's just
Well,
they're just shy of Pixar and Disney.
I've seen some DreamWorks. I wouldn't say there's many that are my favorite per se, because I haven't. Kung Fu Panda was the last one I watched, and that was like a long thing. Like, I only got back into Kung Fu Panda because I recorded the third one finally on the TV when it was on, and then I ended up ordering it online because I wanted to actually own the movie, not just watch it on the TV recording.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I've got it's a 3-movie collection thing that I ordered from eBay. And so, but yeah, like I haven't. It's been a long time since I've seen movies like Shrek. I haven't seen Shark Tale, but I've seen Shrek.
I don't think I have either.
Yeah,
I don't know,
but
but hopefully we can get. You know, I'm glad you're getting what is it, Kung Fu Panda 4. That's cool because I haven't seen them in a while, but I remember enjoying them. I think
yeah,
a lot of the
there's
DreamWorks
something
movies
to
I don't
review.
like. Yeah, exactly right. If I can find them
Yeah, because they are pretty
online or
good. I
something.
mean,
Oh,
they are pretty good. I mean, obviously they're kid friendly. I don't dare say they're for kids because you don't like people saying that about anything. But they're
I will
definitely
destroy you. No.
they're funny. They are funny. And the second one actually is the only one I tend to get a bit emotional, like inside, because of a sad scene that they show. But
Is that the
otherwise,
one with like his dad or
well, it's the one where
like his parents, right?
he's learning that his parents were killed by the villain of the film, and he's
Yeah.
remembering the last thing he remembers is his mom putting him in a basket to keep him safe of vegetables, and then she runs off and leads the enemy, the bad guy, and his goons away from them, and then that's kind of where that's the last thing he remembers as a baby. So, of his parents.
I don't remember that.
Oh, well, now you'll have something to look forward to, right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, I'm right now. I'm reviewing the MCU, and then I'm
Yeah.
actually going to Universal. Um,
Yeah, I know.
so
you're
I'm
doing
going to
the
cover the Harry
MCU,
Potter movies, maybe.
but
But what are your thoughts on the MCU? What's the last one you've seen?
like in release order, or just plain,
Yeah, so like
or
Thor
just
4,
outright
Doctor
watched it?
Strange,
Oh, well, that would be Spider-Man then.
No Way Home. Okay,
Yeah.
so you saw Shang-Chi, correct?
No.
Okay, Eternals.
I haven't seen anything except Black Widow and Spider-Man. That's all. Because Black Widow
Okay.
takes place within Captain America: Civil War after she walks out after having that fight with Tony about how they did things wrong and stuff, and so that's why I got it, because I kind of wanted to see what happened to her after that part, and so it takes place within Civil War, so that's why I wanted to see Black Widow. And although I dare say that Taskmaster is embarrassing the way they did him, or I should say her.
Yeah, they did the whole
Lego
gender
Marvel
swap
did
thing.
better.
Yeah. What about Spider? Do you have Spider-Man PS4?
No, I'm an Xbox person.
Okay. Yeah, I think he's in that game. He's only in it for like a few minutes apparently, but yeah, you're right. Lego Marvel did him better, but
and then I saw
is what it is.
Spider-Man, and I had to see that because I mean it kind of it's Far From Home left it on a cliffhanger, and so I can see Spider-Man No Way Home without having to see all the other things between it and Far From Home, and because there's really nothing in between that really adds to Spider-Man's story at that point. It's kind of like it picks up right where it left off, kind of thing. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like Force Awakens and.
I didn't have to watch, Shang-Chi or Eternals or any of those things.
So, what are your thoughts? Because I was talking to another buddy, and he was kind of mad because the MCU is getting very big. They have like a million things coming out, right? They have show after show, movie after movie. What are your thoughts on that? Because you're a little behind. Is it just? I mean, do you like all the content they're pushing, or do you think? Because like we're getting She-Hulk in like a week. They keep putting it out.
Well, I've kind of stopped caring about the MCU at this point because of the way they've been going, and not so much the content, but the
message.
Yeah, the message that they like to put in there just to get people's
I 100%
awareness.
I understand 100%.
So I don't dare give Disney any money unless I'm absolutely desperate for a movie they've released that, from what I've heard, is not, promoting an agenda of some sort. So.
No, I got you for sure. I agree with that.
That's why I don't. Well, we've never had streaming kind of things like Netflix or Disney Plus. So, but I definitely wouldn't get Disney Plus at this point, unless Disney smartened up a bit. But
yeah.
I'm not saying I kind of would like to see Guardians Volume 3, and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, but that'll depend on what they announce between now and then about them, and because they have to announce it so that other countries know whether to ban it or not first, right? They can't keep it. I
find that so funny.
And they can't just keep it in there as a secret and then give it to the countries, and then everybody in the countries that ban the stuff see the stuff, and their faces go Red Hulk, basically.
Yeah. I find that weird because, like, Doctor Strange 2 got banned for the weirdest reason. And then I just saw DC Super Pets, the animated pet movie. Really good movie. But there's a scene like that in that movie, but it wasn't banned. So the whole banning thing's really weird.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe... Well, I shouldn't say maybe it's live action because I think Lightyear got banned too, so that's not live action.
Yeah, Lightyear got banned big time.
But I think a lot of the controversy had to do with the voice actor because they didn't want Tim Allen because, well, at least just to go off on the kilter here, and he's apparently got conservative views. And lately, things have been leaning more towards the liberal views, and nobody.
Oh yeah.
I'm not missing much
That's
if I'm not
Disney, you
seeing
know.
it.
No, I mean Lightyear was a good movie. I enjoyed it, but I mean, yeah, there was a lot of that message pushing, um, and it just makes it awkward, you know, because
Yeah.
like without getting into it, if a little kid sees that and they, you know, then they ask questions and then the parents have to explain it, and you know, it's just a whole mess. So, I mean, I enjoyed it. I don't know what review I gave it, what score, but I thought it was all right. But
You
yeah, I
think you
think
gave it
I mean
either an
Chris
A
Evans is like
minus
the
or a
leftist
B
guy in the
plus?
world. Okay, yeah, I mean
I don't know.
one of the reasons why. Um, Yeah, I don't know either. But next topic,
Yeah.
because this one I've been wanting to ask a lot of people for a while here, you and Echo. Video games regarding to open world video games. What are some of your favorite and least favorite open world games?
Uh, well,
And this can include Lego.
well, I can't say there's any least favorite, so to speak, because unless you count just old ones that I haven't played for a long time, because they're essentially dinosaurs now.
Old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think Spider-Man 2 was the first open world thing I ever played on Xbox.
Okay.
Like, regular, original Xbox.
Hmm.
And, but, you know, there are some games that I still play occasionally on the 360 that, like, daily, what am I saying, daily? Dead Island.
Oh yeah.
I haven't played that in quite a while, but I do like the open world. I mean, it's some of it is you kind of wish that they made a Call of Duty game like that. Well, like
Like some.
yeah, an open world zombie game, but Call of Duty style,
Yo, that'd be cool.
but with slow zombies. Because I hate in Black Ops 2 how the zombies get faster and faster all the time, and they can just jump anywhere. Like, I know it's a survival mode, and the point is to just last as long as you can, but I don't know. Sometimes I hate not lasting, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Well, have you played Dying Light?
No.
That's a good game. It's by the same people who made Dead Island, but it's got like parkour and stuff and guns. It's very good.
Yeah. Well, I've read about it, but some of it kind of sounded a bit boring, like how the zombies, during the day they're slow and they don't go after you, but at nighttime they become these superpowered things that come after you. Kind of.
Mm.
I'd rather just zombies that come after you, regardless of whether it's day or night. And I like slow-moving zombies because they seem just a little scarier because they're, it's like in Walking Dead. They're more scary when they're slow, but there's a lot of them, as opposed to them just running
Yeah.
after you. Because you might as well just make Vampire Game if you want them running after you.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, dude, that's a good idea, vampire game. So, you like Dead Island. What are some of your favorite open world, like in terms of like Assassin's Creed, Grand Theft Auto, stuff like that? What are some of yours there? Maybe like Saints Row.
Well, I haven't played any of those games. My brother has a long time ago, but I guess the closest game would be Force Awakens. My mind isn't working right now. I'm trying to focus and pay attention to my dog. What's the game? I forgot it. I like playing it too. Fallen Order. That's it.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I like Fallen Order. It's I think when that one time I asked you on one of your Q&As if you would like to see the combat be more like Fallen Order for Lego Star Wars, you said it's like Assassin's Creed where you have to pay attention.
Hmm.
And so if it's like Assassin's Creed, then yeah, Fallen Order. But I've never played the Assassin's Creed series or Grand Theft Auto. Dead Island's got enough swears as it is without having to play more games with swears. So
Yeah, I think Assassin's Creed doesn't have that many, but GTA is like a treasure trove full of it. But I mean, they're
yeah,
fun. But I think if you played Lego City Undercover, you basically play Grand Theft Auto. I mean, they're different, but it's a city. You steal cars, yada yada.
yeah. Well, I could.
But I enjoyed. I've been playing Elden Ring and Dark Souls and like the From Software style games,
Yeah.
and Jedi Fallen Order has the exact same combat as Dark Souls and Elden Ring, like same controls and the whole meditation thing. That's all there. So I
Well,
think Jedi Fallen Order isn't as hard as
there is one game I liked
but
playing a
it's got the
long
same
time
style.
ago. It was for the regular Xbox. It's called. It's part of the Elder Scrolls series. It's called Morrowind.
Well, yeah, I've
And
heard of that one.
yeah, and I liked playing that one a long time ago because I had a whole bunch of summon spells that you could summon like a skeleton warrior to help you fight and a bunch of other things, and I had so many like super swords that you can enchant things and make them have like powers.
Uh-huh.
So I liked playing that game. And I haven't played it in a
I've
long
played. I
time.
have Oblivion. Yeah, I have Oblivion, and I played Skyrim for a long time. I still have. Skyrim is such a big ass game. It's gonna take like I'll probably finish it when I get married or die of old age one day. It's so big, but it's fun. I mean, I enjoy it.
I think I started Oblivion a long time ago when it came out because my brother had it, but I haven't played it
Okay.
like to the full. I guess I kind of just.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, you play a series or a game for a little bit, and it just sometimes a game just leaves you that quickly.
Well, yeah, I get you. I got you. Some games that are like that. So, well, some of my least favorite open world games that I've played, um, Rage 2. I think Rage 2 had good controls, like shooting controls, but I don't know if you played it, but it's a massive open world. But the problem is that it's first person, and you're in this little dinky car, and because the world, it feels like you're playing it like as a toy, like Woody from Toy Story,
Yeah.
and you know how like in Toy Story, I know, like think of like the Lego Ninjago movie, how they're in the woods or the jungle, but it's really just like blades of grass, but to them it looks like these giant bamboo things. That's how it's like, and it's very boring. Rage 2. What else? You mentioned you mentioned respawning enemies in like Lego games and all that, and
Yeah.
the Far Cry games are fun, but every time I beat a Far Cry game, I have all these cool weapons and I'm a complete badass and I'm like, all right, let's go have some fun. And there's no more enemies. And I know you can retake the bases and all that, but I like the reason why I like Assassin's Creed so much is that all of them, all the ones I've played essentially all of them. They all have respawning enemies, so you always have new things to try, and I think that's what makes an open world feel alive. Because, like you said, if there's no enemies and you have all these cool weapons and powers, what's the point?
Yeah. Well, I have seen you playing on some games, some Lego games, and all you do is smash. So I don't think it's that big of a deal to you because. But then again, you might just be doing it because what else is there to do when you're recording a video for.
Yeah. Well, for Lego games are different. Exactly. Yeah. Lego games are different to me because they're fun to just roam around and get studs. Like for me, like in a Lego game, breaking a mailbox is like shooting an enemy. But if I was playing like Assassin's Creed Valhalla and I have all these cool weapons and there's like nothing to do except like kill pigs and cows, what's the point? But for some reason, Lego games are different. I don't know why, but they are for me.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's one thing that you brought up studs. One thing I kind of don't like about Lego games now, anyway, is that because like I think it was before Lego Batman 2 anyway. I think Lego Batman 1 is the last one I played, or Indiana Jones. That's it. And that's the last one where you actually had a stud max where it was like 4 billion or something. But from Pirates of the Caribbean onward, it seems like the stud counter doesn't have a limit, and it kind of makes getting studs, like, if you have nothing to use them on, why keep collecting them? I mean...
No, I definitely agree. It's kind of embarrassing, because whenever a friend comes over, they see my stud counter, and they're like, dude, do you have is this all you do? Yeah. And I'm like, no, I'm not addicted, I swear.
Yeah, but... especially, and, in Lego Star Wars, the stud counter doesn't, like the complete saga, the stud counter doesn't go up any higher than 4 billion, but I still get studs, so I can still collect them. It's pointless in the later games when you don't have anything to buy with them, that the counter just keeps going higher. Like, once you get the last character purchased, or whatever it takes to get to 100% that you have to purchase, that's when the stud counter should stop going up. It should stop, or it should be gone altogether when you have no more usage for the studs.
Well, tell that to TT and they can implement it in their next game.
Well, I would, but they'd probably, they don't like people giving them ideas for games.
Yeah. Well, half of them quit, so I guess you couldn't do that anyway.
But... yeah, but...
it's funny you mention that. Leading up to the release of Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, we didn't have a community manager. Which, for those of you listening who don't know, a community manager is just like a guy on social media that tells you what's up, keeps you in the know. And, if you remember, man, we had all these news droughts of Lego Star Wars. It'd be like months and months and nothing. And we finally got a community manager for this game. He didn't really do anything. I mean, I don't know why he was hired, because he didn't do anything, really. He just tweeted like twice. And he actually quit. Oh. So it seems like TT Games, like, they make good games, but it seems like at least, like, for me at least, but internally at the devs, like the developers at that studio, it seems like they're going through hell, because they don't know what's going on half the time. They're quitting, and then they're hiring, and then they're firing. Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, what do you think the next Lego game could be?
Well, I don't know what it could be, because who knows, TT Games, as desperate as they are probably to keep making Lego games, are probably, they're not their image isn't as good as it used to be, kind of like Disney. And, but personally, I mean, I know a lot of people would like another Indiana Jones Lego game, because Indiana Jones hasn't had a video game period since when, like 2011?
Yeah, it's been a while.
And that was for, I think, the Wii. But I think the next Lego game should be a new Jurassic game, because the stuff they did do with Lego Star Wars, where you have snow getting on people and stuff, it would be cool to see you playing as a T-Rex stomping in the mud and seeing mud get on the foot.
That would be kind of cool.
Instead of having this clean, shiny, polished plastic thing that steps in muddy water, and it's like, wow, how can I make my feet so dirtyless?
Yeah, right. What am I doing wrong?
Yeah. You gotta tell
I think, like, maybe, like you said, Lego... Yeah, I know. Lego Indiana Jones would be fun, I think, because now we can have an open world. We could have, like, driving a Jeep in the desert, Imagine, like, Uncharted or, like, Jedi Fallen Order, some kind of, like, really cinematic game, Last of Us, whatever. But Lego Indiana Jones, like, that would be insane. Like, getting into gunfights, like how they have it in the Skywalker Saga, with the cover and the new aiming controls. I think that'd be a perfect combination for that. Or, like, maybe even, like, Lego Transformers or, like, TMNT, something like that.
Yeah.
Because they keep doing Lego superheroes. And I love Lego Marvel. Yeah. I love Lego DC. But it seems like all we get is the superhero, and I love them. But, we never had Transformers, like I said. We never had so many franchises are untouched. And I think it'd be really cool if they
haven't even
even like Lego City Undercover 2. Yeah. I don't know if we want that, but
why not? Just have A video
I mean,
game where you
I wouldn't.
you earn studs for being nice to each other all the time.
Yeah, I'm sure that would sell
Forget the
well.
violence. Just be nice. Like instead of an attack button, it's just like a high five every time you approach
Yeah,
somebody. It's like,
or a
hey
compliment.
there, how's it going?
Uh-huh. Yeah, you get 1,000 studs for every compliment.
And then kids that do play the game could, you can teach them how to be nice to each other instead of when you're not.
Yeah, instead
When
of
you
how to
don't
kill
like
each other.
when you don't like somebody driving over you in the car, don't destroy the vehicle. Just I don't know if that would
Get their
be
insurance.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Call the police.
Just wave at
wait
them
patiently.
and say it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, right. That'd be rated EC for early childhood. But I mean, hey, I'd probably buy it, for a Lego game. I'd buy it. Screw it.
Yeah, just to have a change for once. If you get bored of
Yeah. Well,
violence and just wanna relax.
yeah. Well, I guess we have the real world for that, Like I was playing Saints Row 4 today, filming a video, and you know how many people I killed and cars I ran over? I wouldn't do that in real life, so I'm not insane. But yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool to play a game where it's not like an open world style game where it's like you said, it's not based on murdering everyone in sight.
Yeah, well, they do have a game called Sims. I don't know if you've played that.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, they've got a series called Sims, and it's kind of like that, like you don't go killing people, you create these avatars, and you try to build a life for yourself, and there is some violence, because there's some things like there's like joke things that you can do, like slap them silly, where you just the guy puts his hand close to somebody's face, and then does kind of like a paddleboard with his hand against the face. And the person can either react in a kind of like, oh, I get that was a joke, or they can, show a angry frown at you.
Uh-huh.
But
well, I'm gonna do that next time I go to a party. I'm gonna sit next to some dude and start slapping him. See what happens.
yeah, but just use the wrist. Don't use the whole arm. Just the wrist.
Okay, all right. I'll make sure to do that.
Make sure you're.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. So, but So on to Marvel movies. Like I've said, I haven't watched many Phase 4 films, but and you'll get to it sometime in your lifetime, I'm sure, reviewing it. But today I watched both Captain America: Civil War and Ant-Man and the Wasp. And what are your thoughts on Ant-Man and the Wasp? Do you watch it before Infinity War, like when you're just watching, not reviewing? Or do you watch Infinity War first?
Normally when I watch an MCU movie, it's more or less just kind of random. Like it's like it's like an episode from SpongeBob. It's like I just choose whatever. But for whenever I do a marathon, I will normally watch. I think Ant-Man and the Wasp technically comes right, but Ant-Man and the Wasp comes before Infinity War, or at least during it, right? Because the end credit scene of that, they get blipped.
Yeah. Well, that's what I do.
So I mean, I enjoyed it.
Because like before when it came out, of course I'd watch it after Infinity War, and then I came up with this. I thought, like, if I pretend that I didn't see Infinity War yet, and then I watch Ant-Man and the Wasp first, and I see their ashes, then pretending I didn't watch Infinity War, I think, like, what the heck happened? And there's also that scene in Thor Ragnarok where you see Thanos' ship. And so if you watch both of those first and then Infinity War, then it kind of answers both questions, like what happens next with Thor, with that big ship, and also it kind of answers, like, oh, that's what happened to Hope and Hank and, Janet, instead of watching Ant-Man and the Wasp after that, and then you already know what happened to them, and it kind of ruins the mystery,
Yeah, that's certainly a different way. I've never seen it that way, but
it works in Endgame when you see Hawkeye's family disappear because, like, for one, it kind of shows kind of it goes with the way he turns out the next 5 years, killing drug lords and all that for
Ronan.
Yeah, and so, but it kind of works for that, and also, you know, they didn't have Hawkeye in Infinity War, so showing him kind of pre-Infinity War end kind of helps. And so,
I think having a whole Ronan TV show would have been kind of cool, because we see him for like, what, 10 minutes as Ronan?
Yeah, well, he's kind of Ronan the whole time. He's kind of Ronan Hawkeye, but we only see him in his, you know, in his masked suit, like just that one bit. And they even have action figures of him in his mask thing, but you only see that in the movie for the little Tokyo bit, and then he doesn't have a mask anymore. And I think that would have been kind of cool to see him, like, maybe have the mask on and just fight off a bunch of aliens at the end there.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
Just to see how bad of a Ronin he really can be when it's an enemy that everybody's fighting, and he's not just on a rampage trying to avenge his family.
Well, I think that's what's cool about Hawkeye, is that, you know, when he's Hawkeye, he's got a bow and arrow, and then when he's Ronin, he's got like a katana. Yeah. So, you know, having that blend, I think, is really cool.
And he also has a little bow on his wrist. It's like kind of like a dart shooter on his wrist, but it's a bow. It's like an ant-sized bow that he can shoot little arrows out of. It's hard to describe. You kind of have to look really closely at it to see.
Was that an Endgame? Which movie?
That's an Endgame. You know, like when
before
he passes the gauntlet off to Black Panther, he shoots a Chitauri with it. You see it come out of his wrist.
Oh, okay.
So
that movie, that final battle, it's got so many little details. Like, how are the ducks in there? You know, that's insane. So once I get to that movie, because hopefully tonight at the day of recording this, I'm going to try to watch Thor 1. That's my next one in line.
Yeah.
So eventually I'll get to it, you know.
Yeah, in your lifetime, hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully. That's the goal.
It's a long ways away, and you say you have a bunch of stuff before then to do as well, like Harry Potter. You're going to Universal, so you've got a big schedule before you get to Endgame. So.
Plus, I go to school in like a little over 2 weeks, so that'll be fun. Back to college, but I'll manage. You know, I'll do it.
Just if only you could just Professor X freeze the classroom, watch the next Marvel movie, and then unfreeze everybody, and then say, "Yeah, I'm paying attention, teacher. Don't worry about me. Just because my eyes suddenly look darker."
Yeah.
You know.
I wish.
You know. But
I freaking wish. I tell you what. But no, I think, like, going back to Ant-Man and the Wasp, I enjoyed it. I think a lot of people didn't like that movie. I'm not quite sure why, but I thought it was pretty good. I think I've seen it only once.
Part of a reason people didn't like it was because they felt that Wasp was doing all the action in that one, and Ant-Man was kind of just the lame guy, so to speak, because he wasn't doing too much. Because Wasp was the one, as you see, she's the one always taking out all the goons in that one, and people were thinking that they're just trying to check off boxes in that case because they wanted to show how a woman is better than a guy or something. I don't know. But,
yeah, I mean I don't mind like a female. I think Rey is a good example because from Star Wars, Rey is awesome, and you see her doing cool stuff. But Finn and Poe, they're also cool.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, Ant-Man just kind of he gets small and he goes in a classroom, and that's it. And I get it because they probably asked themselves, "Look."
So throughout the movie, the suit's always malfunctioning.
Yeah, he can't do nothing right.
Yeah.
Well, what are your thoughts for Quantumania? What do you think's going to happen?
Well, assuming I see it first.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, then I'll just spoil myself without caring. But I don't know. I think. See, the one thing about Phase 4 is that if I see a movie, because I know they're building up to Kang the Conqueror, and he's apparently in the film in some variant, as they call it. And so I kind of, part of the reason I haven't seen much of Phase 4 either, like Shang-Chi, is because I don't want to see it and then get so into wanting to see what happens next that I then do see the ones that I've been avoiding for reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And then, have to endure seeing or listening to that stuff. But
yeah. I think Shang-Chi doesn't have that, though. I mean,
well,
you've seen Iron Man 3, and that...
He's a Chinese kind of guy, right? So I don't think the Chinese people would appreciate having anybody like that in a film that's mostly them.
Yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed it. I mean, it doesn't really leave off on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
It's kind of its own thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, there is apparently a cliffhanger about where shows like Captain Marvel and Bruce Banner kind of invite Shang-Chi to be with the Avengers or something.
Oh, yeah.
But
I forgot about that.
But, yeah, I don't know. I've kind of been somewhat interested in seeing it because it doesn't have that message in it. But but back to the other thing. I don't know, because they say MODOK is apparently going to be a robot. He's not going to be the fleshy, floaty-chaired, big-headed guy that everybody likes so much. He's going to apparently be
I think that would make sense, though. I mean,
some kind of robot.
you know how weird that would be if... Yeah, because, like, the MCU is it's a pretty mature, serious thing. It's not really, they're not trying to be, like, jokey. I mean, they say jokes, but they're not, like, campy, like, Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
So I think having, like, a giant face, flesh guy, that'd be kind of weird.
Well, maybe. I mean, I'm sure... I don't know if you've played, I haven't either, the Marvel Avengers game that came out, and they have MODOK in that, and he looks just fine. And it's pretty, it's not real, it's still a game's graphics, but it looks pretty photoreal enough that you can kind of see, they could do it with live action if they really wanted to.
Okay.
But,
maybe. Who knows? Maybe I'll be proven wrong.
But, I can't really say what I feel about Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania right now because I don't know much about. Well, nobody does, but I don't know who the villain is gonna be really, because they say that Darren Cross is gonna be coming back, and then there's the whole MODOK thing, and then I don't think Kang is gonna necessarily be the villain because he's kind of he's the Thanos of Phase 4, 5, and 6, so he's not gonna necessarily be the villain. Unless he is the villain and it's just this one variant that Marvel is willing to kill off or something.
Yeah, that's true. That's always a possibility. So
it's like we've got
my last topic.
We've got more.
Yeah, right. We've got an infinite version. We can spare one.
So. Yeah.
So my last topic of the video for at least this podcast, because I'm sure there'll be more. Yeah. The Netflix Marvel shows. So stuff like Daredevil, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Punisher. Have you seen them? Because apparently we're getting a new Daredevil show with the same guys in the MCU canon. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, as I've said, we've never had anything like Netflix or Disney Plus, so no, I haven't seen them. And I don't know. After seeing Spider-Man, I was kind of interested in seeing Daredevil, but it's not on Blu-ray anymore, season 1. And there's apparently other seasons that aren't on Blu-ray, period. Unless you buy them off, people who have kind of burned them, I guess. But I think that's what happens when they don't actually give an official release date of DVD versions. People just kind of make them themselves.
I have a few of those.
So, yeah, I do too. I've got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah. I've got Bad Batch, Loki, basically any Disney Plus show, Marvel or Star Wars. If you just go on Etsy, you can just buy it from there.
That's like eBay.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like a kind of yeah. That's where I go. ETSY Etsy. That's where I go to buy the Blu-rays that that they don't sell
Officially
legally. Because like
yeah.
Ninjago, I know you haven't seen it, but
It's one
yeah,
of those.
but like Ninjago for yeah, it is because season 1 to 8 came out officially, and we're already on season 15 of that show, Crystallized, and season 9 through so far 14 because 15 is still airing. Has no official DVD. So what I ended up doing was I bought it on YouTube, or I bought it online,
Yeah.
and then I just burnt the bought file to a disc.
Oh.
So
Yeah. Well, I'll have to be.
I don't really
desperate.
like doing it because it takes up time, but
Yeah, I'll have to be desperate enough though to do that if I want to get. You said it's called Betsy.
Etsy, ETSY for everyone, for
Etsy.
you and everyone listening. Yeah, it's
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I'll try to
Yeah,
remember
not
it.
Betsy.
Yeah, not Betsy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. They got
That's
some neat stuff.
That's Lightning McQueen's girlfriend in Cars.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
no,
right.
no,
That's the wrong thing for sure.
No, that's Bessie, not Betsy. Never mind. My mind is
Betsy,
starting,
that's right.
My mind is starting to go that not work.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. But anyway,
Yeah.
I think we talked for just about an hour almost, around 51 minutes.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of fun, dude, and I'm sure we'll do this again, and we'll have some more topics. So, guys, if you want more of this, make sure to tell me down below. This video is gonna be on my channel and presumably Recon Troopers.
Eventually.
So yeah, we'll have Echo Killshot and Recon Trooper. So we've got a lot of stuff to look forward to. But hey, dude, I had a lot of fun talking as always.
Yeah, it was good. Even with my
So now we can make some official.
Yeah, even with my now sore throat from all the talking.
That's why I'm gonna get some pizza and some water.
Yeah, I'm gonna have burgers and water.
Perfect. Burgers and water. Sounds great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this little podcast again. We'll be doing a lot more. Again, Echo. I might do one with Alan. Who knows? Maybe I'll hold him at gunpoint. I don't know. We'll see. And of course, Recon Trooper. It's awesome as always talking to you about cool franchises. But yeah, make sure to like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new to myself and Recon Trooper. Let's get him up there in subscribers. But yeah, hope you had fun. And as always, man, I had a great time.
Yeah, so did I. So later, folks.
All right. Enjoy that burger and water. And we'll talk to you guys later. All right. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you in the next video.
He's up. Can confirm. Coming off, stand by. He's gone. I'm out. Can confirm. Move it! Explosives, back it up! Shoot her down! Threat down. Dropped him. He's out. Shot out. Popping smoke. Trains. That's another kill. Threat down. That's another kill. Enemy patrol. Gun down. Kill confirmed. EKIA. Shooter down. Stitched him up. Going on. Shut up! That's another kill. Shut up! I've got you. Shoot her down. That's another kill. Threat down. He's out. Threat down. Enemy patrol. Shoot her down. New mag. kill. That's another kill. Threat down. Want to get paid? Move it! Shoot her down. He's out. Transitioning. Shot out. Threat down.